Member for West Vancouver Capilano.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Up and down. We've all watched with horror the unprovoked invasion of Ukraine, and people across the province have attended rallies and actions in solidarity with its people. All British Columbians want to ensure that we are providing no comfort, no aid to Putin and his authoritarian regime. Halting the import and sale of Russian liquor products was a positive step, but we must continue to do whatever we can in British Columbia. This afternoon, the Government Pension Fund confirmed they continue to hold hundreds of millions of dollars of Russian state-owned corporations, and they have no plan to divest. So my question is to the Premier. Does he support this decision?
Premier.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and I thank very much the member's question. It has been a traumatizing time for all citizens of the world. The events unfolding in Central Europe between the government of Russia and the people of Ukraine are appalling and unacceptable by any measure. And it is one of those rare occasions when all 87 of us stand united in that regard. With respect to steps that we can take, we have already through suggestions from the other side, again, working collaboratively to find a way where we can, with common purpose, send a clear message from British Columbia to Russia, have suspended the sale of Russian products within our government liquor stores. We've also put $1 million in play and encouraging people to make contributions to the Red Cross so that we can assist people in real time. I would also recommend, if those people do have disposable income, that they look at the UN High Commission on Refugees. We are going to have a refugee crisis in Europe, and we need to be part of that here in British Columbia. We welcome people from around the world to Canada and to British Columbia, and I have said very clearly to the Prime Minister and his team, whatever steps we can take to assist with sanctions, whatever steps we can take to assist with resettlement, we are there as a group, all of us together, and all British Columbians speaking with one voice. With respect to the BC investment vehicles, these are not directed by government. These are directed by trustees of pension funds. And those trustees would have heard and seen the horrors that are emerging from Ukraine, and I would hope that they would take their authority and direct the Finance Administration to take steps to divest. But it is not a call by government, but it is, I suggest, a call that British Columbians would want them to respond to. It's in the hands of those who make those decisions, and I'll leave it up to them to follow the ball and make the right choice.
Member for West Vancouver Capilano, supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, thank you to the Premier. The sale of vodka is largely a symbolic gesture, and we're looking for real action. The Minister does have a say, government does have a say in the overall investment management framework and eligible investments of the Pension Corporation. The Minister of Finance is the sole shareholder of the pension fund, and British Columbians are looking for transparency from this government. This is what we know. The inventory of holdings a year ago included over 100 million in shares of state-owned bank Sberbank, 84 million in Lukoil, 19 million in Gazprom, 32 million in Rosneft, which is the main supplier of oil for the Russian military. So again, to the Premier, does he support the public administration plan or the public pension plan holding investments in Russian state-owned enterprises?
Honourable Premier.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Again, if the members on that side want a briefing on how BCIMC works, I know that I could get one from the member for Abbotsford West, the member for Prince George Mount Robson, Prince George McBride, thank you, Mackenzie, Prince George Mackenzie, and perhaps then we could have a more detailed discussion about what role politicians should play in the management of pension funds, not on behalf of us, but on behalf of working people throughout the province. I agree with the member, and her inventory of those funds that BCIMC is invested in would not be choices I would make, certainly not today. But the trustees have the authority and the ability to manage those issues, and I'll leave it up to them to do that.